Good evening, everyone. My name is Eric Thompson, and I am the Executive Director of Enrollment Services here at the Massachusetts College of Pharmacy and Health Sciences. I wanted to personally welcome you to participation in our virtual fall open house for freshman admission. I'm thrilled that you've had the time to take to spend with us tonight, and hopefully you're learning a lot during this time with us. I've been with the school for about a little over 6 years, and one of my roles here at the university is I oversee our Office of Student Financial Services, and that's what I'm here to talk to you about in this session. I'm going to talk to you about different aspects of financing your college education, more specifically financing a degree from MCPHS. Hopefully this will answer a great many of your questions, but I'll also walk you through our process and show you how we approach financing and financial aid and working our students through that process, and give you a lot of detail related to that. The first thing I wanted to talk to you about tonight is student financial services here at our university. Our office and our staff, we are very committed to a high level of counseling and servicing for all of our admitted students, their families, parents, guardians, aunts, uncles, everyone that's involved with our students and understanding the financial aspect of attending school, understanding all of the aid programs, the ways that students put together financial plans to attend college. Our goal at our school is to have a very one-to-one approach with our families, engage with you often, and really walk you through this process in a way that will help you understand all of the things that are available, help you understand everything that we do, and ultimately our goal here is to get you to a financial plan for your program that you are comfortable and confident in. I have the pleasure at the school of overseeing a wonderful staff of professional and experienced people in the financial aid world, as well as college financing. So it's a staff of folks that are very committed to working with all of our students in a very professional and counseling way. One thing that you should know is that each admitted student at MCPHS is assigned their own individual SFS counselor. And not only is this someone who will work deeply with you through your process of what we call matriculation, completing all of your aid applications and documents, understanding all of it, understanding all of the costs that are involved, and getting you ready to start school. But they'll actually be the person there that's with you in this process every year as you move through your degree program, whether that is a 3-year accelerated bachelor's degree or a 4-year more traditional calendared bachelor degree, or maybe it's one of our extended professional programs, PharmD, one of our arts and sciences pathways into professional programs. They're going to be there with you every year to walk you through this process, to get that FAFSA done every year, and make sure that you're comfortable with what's going on, all of your questions are answered. Now, we do this in multiple different kinds of ways, but one of the most important is the individual appointments that we offer all of our admitted students. And we encourage you, when that time comes, to take advantage of that opportunity. It is an individual appointment for you with this assigned counselor, and we offer them multiple different ways. We do them over the telephone. We do virtual appointments through things like Zoom or FaceTime, similar to our engagement here tonight. And hopefully when we are able to at some point be back on our campus, we do them in person at the school as well. Now, one of the main goals of those appointments is what you see listed here next. We want to come up with a customized affordability plan for each student that reflects the things that are unique and specific to your family situation and the things that you might need to put together the financial plan to come to school. One important resource that we have that I think is helpful for many students and their families is that we do have a 24-hour accessible online student account center. And this is the place that you can go to 24 hours a day to see all of the information related to your financial services at the school. This is where you can see all of your financial aid that has been awarded or posted to your account, any payments that you have made, any payment plans that you may be participating in. You can check on the progress of those. You can check all of the charges that are there and see payment deadlines. This is a really great place for you to stay up to date on those things. Also, you can share access to that student account center with someone that may be involved in your process, whether that be a parent, guardian, family member, whoever that may be. You can share access to that so that they will be able to log in whenever they would like to see that information as well. Now, I want to talk to you about the first element of financial aid, and that is institutional aid. So most schools have some type of institutional aid programs, and different schools handle institutional aid differently. And I wanted to talk to you specifically about our institutional aid program here at MCPHS. Our program consists of two different opportunities to secure aid from the school. The first being our University Need-Based Grant Program, and the second being our University Merit Scholarship Program. So the first of those, the University Need-Based Grant Program, is exactly what the title says. It is a need-based award. We review all students who are admitted to the university and who complete a FAFSA, a free application for federal student aid. We review them for eligibility for this. So this is a need-based award that's based on all of the information that you enter on your financial aid application. And your eligibility for this will be communicated to you when your financial aid award package comes from the university. The award amounts vary, and it is something that we process every year. Students complete their FAFSA every year. We review this every year. But it's a great opportunity for students that qualify to secure some need-based funding from the university. The second program that I mentioned is our Merit Scholarship Program. We have a wonderful, very healthy Merit Scholarship Program here at the university that we use to support students in their financial process to attend MCPHS. At our school, all of our applicants are automatically reviewed by the admission office for a Merit Scholarship Program. And probably, you know, what may even be better news for you is that in our scholarship program, every admitted first-time freshman to the school is awarded some type of merit-based scholarship. So if you are admitted to our university as a freshman, you will be awarded some type of merit-based scholarship. So that's the really good news in this program. These scholarship decisions, like I said, are made at the time of your admission decision. So our professional admission staff are going to be reviewing your applications and all of the things that you submit as part of your application to determine your admission to the program and the university. And then they're also going to be looking at very similar information to determine what type of scholarship you are eligible for. They're going to take a holistic review of your application. They're going to look at your transcripts. They are going to look at courses that you've taken, grades that you've taken, GPA, look at the information where you communicate to us your motivation for working in the healthcare industry and why you would like to attend MCPHS, and they're going to come to that merit-based scholarship decision. The undergraduate merit awards do renew annually. They renew every year. There's two very basic criteria to meet to maintain your eligibility for your scholarship. You need to be in good academic standing in your program and maintain a 2.5 GPA to your program. So those are the only things that you have to do to maintain that eligibility. And the important part, too, I feel about the renewability of our scholarships is that if you're in that 3-year accelerated program, they renew every year. If you're in the 4-year bachelor's program, they renew every year. But importantly, if you're in one of our extended, longer term professional programs, like let's say, for example, our 6-year Doctor of Pharmacy program, you enter as a freshman on that 6-year program. Those merit scholarships renew all every year, all the way through to graduation. If you're in one of our arts and sciences degree program pathways into a professional degree, such as physician assistant or physical therapy or some of the others that our university offers, those merit scholarships, those undergraduate merit scholarships, are also going to renew all the way through to graduation. So great opportunity as an entering freshman to secure merit scholarship awards that could follow you into, professional study if you're in one of those degree programs. Your merit scholarship information comes when your admission decision comes. So when the admission decisions come out, you'll be able to know your merit scholarship award amount as well. Here is a simple chart that kind of goes through with you the different types of awards that we offer. Again, these renew annually. There's nothing you have to do each year to have this award renew other than maintain those two criteria that I talked about. And again, all of our applicants are automatically reviewed for merit scholarship eligibility. Now, let's talk about some of the details of exactly how you apply for financial aid. Our admitted student pool at the university every year is a very diverse admitted student pool. Some of our students may have siblings or parents or family members or loved ones who have attended college and applied for financial aid before. We have many students who may be the first student or first person in their family to attend college or university, and maybe the family's going through this process for the very first time. So here's some information on exactly how it happens. And again, as I continue to say all the time, rely on us. Let us, service you in this way and let us help you through this process. As a potential applicant for financial aid, one of the first things that you need to do is apply for what we call a Federal Student Aid ID, or shortened FSA ID. These are the unique login credentials used when you log into the Department of Education systems to complete your financial aid applications. So you see the website here, fsaa.ed.gov. That's where you apply for your student aid, your Federal Student Aid ID. And it's important to remember that the student needs an FSA ID, and also a parent or guardian or someone that's going to be filling out the FAFSA form with the student, they need their own separate FSA ID. So both of you should go to this website and apply for the FSA ID. It takes a few days to come back to you. In the meantime, be gathering your financial information, tax returns, those types of things. Remember, you're applying for the FAFSA for the 2021-2022 academic year as a potential applicant to enroll here in the fall of 2021. Then you're going to actually complete the free application for Federal Student Aid, or the FAFSA. Our school code is listed here for you, 002165. FAFSA.gov is the website. Important that you know that the FAFSA for the 21-22 academic year opened on October 1st. So it is online. It's available right now for students to apply. It's always a good idea to go ahead and get this done early. Certainly put our school code on there. Any school that you're considering attending, go ahead and get that on there, because the school code is what enables the university to access your information to make your financial aid awards. When you complete that form and you submit that form, you're going to get back what's called a student aid report. Lots of terms to remember in the world of financial aid, but again, we'll help you. But the student aid report is something that comes back to you in your email, and it is a summary of what you put on your FAFSA. So it's a really good second check, just to make sure you didn't have any typos on your FAFSA. So, let's make sure that you didn't enter 50,000 when you meant to enter 5,000 with an extra zero. So just go through and review that. If it's all accurate, then you're kind of done at that point. If you need to make changes, simple to log back onto the website with that FSA ID and update or make changes to your FAFSA. Now, what happens after you submit your FAFSA? So after you submit your FAFSA, we're pretty much going to take everything from there on. If you are admitted to the school, then the admissions office notifies our Student Financial Services office, and we're going to go to those U.S. Department of Education systems to see if you have a FAFSA on file there and you've entered that MCPHS school code. If so, we're going to download the information that we need to make your financial aid awards, and we're going to communicate those out to you. Now, we communicate it two different ways. And it's also, this is a place I want to give you just one little piece of advice in terms of email. We communicate this stuff out to you through email. So as you're going through the application and the aid process, be thoughtful about the email addresses that you list on your application to the school and on your FAFSA, because those are used frequently to communicate by us and really by any college or university. So make sure that's something that you're going to have access to and check consistently over the next 5 to 6 months as you go through this process. That's really important. When we have your information for your financial aid award, we're going to send it out to you through email. And that email will give you the information to log into the online system that will communicate to you all of your financial aid awards. And that's a system, again, that you'll be able to log into consistently to review that information. We also, for entering freshmen, we send a mailing to the home as well. So we send a printed package into the home. So you're going to receive it two ways. You're probably going to get it first through that email notification. And then that'll be followed, some days later with the printed copy that goes into your home that you can sit down and kind of look through with your family. That is also a good time, once you receive that aid package, to reach out to us and schedule what I mentioned before, one of those affordability appointments with the staff, because this is when we actually have real numbers and real data to work off of. So we're going to sit down with you in that appointment. We're going to go through all of your financial aid awards line by line. We're going to explain them all to you. We're going to help you understand why you are eligible for what you are eligible for, and also maybe help you understand why you might not have been eligible for things that you may have thought that you might be. And then we also go through all of the cost in detail at that point, so you can see how your initial aid package relates to the total cost of the school, and walk you through all of those details. In the meantime, after you do this FAFSA, another good piece of advice that we would give is to continue to research and explore outside scholarships. So these are scholarships that are secured by organizations outside of MCPHS that will help you fund your education. Each year at our school, we receive over $1 million in outside scholarship funding for our students that they have secured from organizations outside of MCPHS. Think about people in your life that could be helpful with this. Think about maybe there's a college counselor at your high school, or an advisor at your high school, or one of your math and science teachers. Think about people that you know that work in healthcare to research things that are specifically available to students that are pursuing careers in healthcare. Think about your family and things that are unique to your family, organizations that your family's involved in, organizations in your communities and neighborhoods. There are lots of folks out there that are interested in helping students pursue a college education, and specifically organizations that are interested in helping young people pursue careers in healthcare. A little bit about the timeline is listed here too. During the year, our fall semester bills are sent out sometime around the first week in June. Payment arrangements are due by August 1st. So that gives you a little bit of an idea of what the timeline is like as you move through this process. Now, one of the things that we're going to help kind of clarify in that affordability appointment is, what is the difference in cost between that initial aid award that you were awarded, the initial aid package, and the cost of school? Most students have some type of remaining balance there, and what are the programs and how do students and their families typically cover that remaining balance? And there are several different ways that happen. And this is where things get very specific by family and where those appointments are very helpful. So one of the first things that we walk families through and talk about is our monthly payment plan. So we do have a monthly payment plan that any student can sign up for. It enables them to spread some payment to the school across months of their academic year. If you're in one of those more traditional calendar programs where you're enrolled for the fall semester and the spring semester and you take the summer off, you have a 10-month payment plan across the academic year. That's 5 equal payments for the fall semester, 5 equal payments for the spring semester. And if you're in that one of our 3-year accelerated bachelor's degrees where you're attending fall, spring, and summer, you actually have a 12-month payment plan. So that's 4 equal payments, 4 for fall, 4 for spring, 4 for summer. It enables families to spread any amount that they're able to contribute out of pocket towards the education. It enables them to spread that out over the year to hopefully make it a little bit easier on the family budget. One of the things to think about is many of our students use the payment plan as a tool to help reduce borrowing. Because there's a lot of loan programs available. And if there is the ability to participate in the payment plan, anything that you could satisfy through the payment plan obviously is going to be that much less that you're borrowing that year. So it can be a really good option. Most of our families are also participating in some other type of additional loan program to help cover the remaining balance that's owed. And they fall into 2 categories. There's parent loans and there's private loans. The parent loan is a loan that the parents can take out to fund any part of or all of the remaining balance owed to the school. It is a loan from the U.S. Department of Education. You actually apply for it on that same site where you completed your FAFSA. You can go back there, log in with your FSA ID and complete that application there as well. The other option would be a private student loan. Many private financial institutions, banks, credit unions, state agencies like the Massachusetts Education Finance Authority and similar ones offer private education loan products to customers. So one of the things that might be helpful for you in this process too, and again, we would cover in that appointment, is we have a nice private loan comparison tool on our website, on the Student Financial Services page of our website, where we list the different types of aid under the private loan section. You can click on that link and it'll let you compare and contrast what are the most popular private loans with current MCPHS students that are enrolled at our school right now. There's many different options on these loans. Many of them offer payment deferral options until after graduation. There's a lot of other elements of the loan programs too, but there's a lot of things out there. And just remember that we're going to be here to help walk you through these processes, answer questions that you have, and our goal is to come up with the customized plan that is comfortable for each family to get enrolled in school and get started towards this ultimate end goal of graduation and working in a job in the healthcare business. And I think that's the thing that I really wanted to close with today is I understand I've worked in financial aid and SFS for a very long time. This can be a little bit of an intense process sometimes. It can be a little overwhelming. We really want to make it as simple and seamless as possible. But at the same time, we are focused on the outcomes of these programs as well. Our students are very passionate about healthcare. They're very, very passionate about working in the healthcare industry and the difference that they can make in people's lives working in that job every day. And we believe very strongly in the outcomes of these degree programs and the types of fulfilling careers our students transition into after graduation, and the things that we do to try to control cost as well. Recently, the Wall Street Journal, you'll see here, ranked MCPHS the #1 university in the country for earning power after graduation. So that's a great statement in terms of the healthcare industry. And we all know that the healthcare industry is going to continue to be thriving and dynamic. We've learned over the last 8 months, or probably really just been reminded about how important healthcare is and how important the people that work in this industry are to kind of help and keep us safe and healthy and contribute positively to our quality of life. So that is going to be something that is going to continue to make the healthcare industry a very dynamic business for our graduates to work in. Also, this college tuition website clarified for us that our tuition here, MCPHS University, as a private university, our tuition is 15% lower than the average private school tuition here in the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. So we do work hard to make this investment as affordable as we can, to provide the highest level outcomes that we can for our students to go out and build careers for themselves in a very fulfilling and dynamic industry. So in closing, I'm really happy that you joined us tonight, and we're looking forward, and I'm speaking for my whole staff in the Student Financial Services Department, where we're looking forward to engaging with you and helping you understand the financial pieces of attending school and putting the plan together to attend our school. Congratulations on getting to your senior year. Good luck wrapping up those applications, and I hope we see you all in the near future. Thank you.